Everyone, it's Richard RS4. Today I'm gonna be going over my whole car collection. So I've seen like other YouTubers do this where they just go over like their whole car collection that they have in Greenville. And yeah, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing. I got a bunch of cars, not anything too crazy, some limited, some non-limited, but yeah, just stick to the end of the video and yeah, let's get started. So I'm just gonna go like the first car I have, so the newest to the oldest. So my newest cars are 2024. It's the Renault 5. This thing was like a limited like a while back, not a while back, like a couple months ago. Never use it. I mean, it's a pretty cool car. I don't know, it's like the only real life brand in Greenville, and it's a Renault 5 electric car, so I never see anyone use this thing, but it's pretty cool. It got a full like 3D interior too, so but anyway, that's the Renault 5. The next car I got is it's a Hellcat, right? I got a Hellcat. Nah, it's just like a Charger. It's just a 392, I think, or an RT. I don't even know. I don't know Chargers that much, but I just got this thing because I did a video on like a Hellcat car meet, and this thing's a Hellcat, right? It's totally a Hellcat, but this thing's like the only Charger I swear I've ever owned. Thing's pretty cool. Let's hear the startup on it. Like the idle on this thing sounds crazy, and like the revs, oh my, and it got that backfire. This thing is like a crazy detail. I think this is one of like the last cars that I actually got, like last real like real life car that got added into Greenville. I should say like non-fictional got that added into Greenville. So this thing's pretty cool. The idle is actually crazy. This thing, like the backfire is actually pretty cool. It's actually a pretty like fun car to drive. This thing's a boat though, it does not turn. But yeah, that's the Charger. Next car I got is actually an off-sale car. This car I got is the Jaguar, what is this, E-Pace? I-Pace. I got a slow Jag plate, Quebec plate. This thing's lowered, got some rims on it. I actually like this thing. I bought this like a week before Jaguar was actually like got removed from Greenville. I just happened to like buy it because I just wanted the crossbars on it and stuff like that. But you know, it's a pretty cool car. I see the startup on this thing. Sounds pretty decent. That idle sounds like just a 4-cylinder. This thing is actually pretty fun to drive. The body roll, I don't know why the body roll seems like very slow. I don't know, but like the lighting and everything is pretty good. You got fog lights. Fog lights are so small, but you got a rain light at the rear. Seems pretty cool. Honestly, it's a pretty fun car to drive. It's kind of slow, but I mean, that's what makes it fun. I just like the crossbars on it. That's really why I got it. And I thought I was like, oh, this thing would be pretty cool if it was lowered and stuff. But yeah, this is Jaguar. I think it's an E-Pace. This is the E-Pace, yeah. Next car I got is the limited Dodge Ram. I got this like a year. Or was that? Has it been a year? It's been like over a year, I feel like. A while ago, but this thing was like a limited. It's pretty cool, honestly. Here's a startup on it. This thing is so detailed, like the whole rear end, you can see the differential and everything. This is like the suspension, like look at those springs, like right here. You got the red shocks, or is that a shock? Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Like you got the rolling coal from like, or there's like the exhaust smoke, it's all black because it's a diesel. You got a trailer hitch too. Low trailer hitch, I don't know why that thing's so low, but this thing's like lifted. It got like a crazy horn. I'm sure most people know. I got like a boat horn. Pretty funny. I got the clear tails too. I just put some aftermarket rims, and I think I raised it. I don't know if I raised it even more or it came like this. I totally forgot. But this thing's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for towing and stuff like that. Yeah, this Dodge Ram, and it's super fast. Like this thing is crazy fast. And I just smashed into a pole. But this thing's like super fast. Honestly, it's pretty fun to drive too. Yeah, but that's just like Dodge Ram. Next car I got is the Easter money code. I think that was like 2 years ago. This car, if you like found all the parts for it. Honestly, this was one of my favorite hunts. It was pretty good. It's basically just a mini John Cooper Works, JCW, whatever. Just the performance Cooper. Not the full GP, but just like the JC Mini. This thing is pretty cool. It's like the only mini I have, but you know, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a pickup truck. I don't even know, but I never drive this thing. I mean, why would you use it? It just sits in the garage, you know. I mean, this is the only mini. I'm sure most people, this is like the only mini that they have. I wish I had more minis, but yeah, but BMW got removed, obviously. But this thing's pretty fun. I actually would use it. It's just like, I don't know if you can change the color on it, stuff like that. So I don't know. And it really has an egg on the rear of it, so I don't even know why I would use this thing. But yeah, that's this mini that I have. Next car I got is the G80. I only have like 3 BMWs, but I have a G80. This thing's pretty cool. Let's see the startup on it. Obviously it's a G80. Most people have it. This is the rear-wheel drive version. I swear most people have the rear-wheel drive version. I don't know why. I swear you can get like an all-wheel drive version, but this thing's pretty fun to drive. I think I got the rear-wheel drive because I wanted to drift and stuff, but like This thing's pretty fun. It loses traction like so easily, but yeah, it's really fun to drive. I use this car actually a lot. When I first had it, I didn't use it, but lately I've been using it a lot more, and I'm happy I have it. I wish I had an F80, but a G80 will do, you know. Next car I got is just the station wagon. I think it's like a 330i. This thing's pretty cool. It's just lowered, put some rims on it. I bought it because it had the roof box on it. I got Autotopia plate, like Caravan or whatever. Like no front plate, Quebec plate. This thing's pretty fun. Honestly, I like this thing a lot. I'm happy I got it. You know, it's not a real life BMW, but it's close enough, and I'm happy with the wagon. Never got these wagons in the US, so pretty excited, and I got that. Next car I got is the Tune 340. Everyone knows this thing. I'm just gonna go over it super fast, but just Tune 340i. This thing sounds crazy. You got quad exhaust, you got GTS taillights, clear tails. This thing's pretty cool. Yellow DRLs. Honestly, it's one of my favorite cars. It's just like a tuned version. Like, this is like the only car where it has like, it's actually like tuned. They should have did this on like more models, but pretty cool trim. Yeah, a lot of people have this car. Next car I got is my second BMW. It's the M550. This thing is really rare. Got the Ontario plate on it. I really like this thing. I think I lowered it like a little bit, but this M5 is actually, or M5. I normally call it an M5 just to piss people off, but the M550, basically the same thing, right? Both V8s. I'm really happy I got the M550. No one really has this thing, and at the time I just bought it for jokes because it was like Joji or whatever, just make jokes about like buying base models and stuff like that. And I'm happy I got the 550 because no one has this thing. Everyone got the M5, so yeah, that's this M550. Next car I got is the Golf All-Track. I've had this thing for a while. This thing is super clean. I just lowered it. Honestly, I changed the paint on it, but honestly, I'm not a fan about it anymore. I might change it back to like OEM. But this thing is pretty cool. It got the halogens at the front. It's like, I bought this thing because it has a roof box. I love all tracks in real life. They're really cool cars. I put Mark 6 Golf R rims on it, and I just like putting like Golf R rims or GTI rims on like all tracks and other like non-performance golfs. I feel like a lot of VW people do that. This thing got the dad wagon plate, and it says it's from Quebec too. I don't even live in Quebec. I just like how they have plates, and it's just kind of like an inside joke. I always get Quebec plates, but yeah, that's just Golf All-Track. That's my Golf All-Track. Next car I got, there's gonna be a theme. I got the Golf GTI. This thing's a Mark 7. Again, I got Mark 6 Golf R rims. I really like this thing. It's black. Lowered it a little bit, put some nice fitment on it. I had another one before that didn't have like the LED front headlights, but this one has the LED front headlights. This thing's super fun to drive. I don't have a custom plate on it, but I just have a custom plate frame. But this thing's pretty cool. I really like driving it. Honestly, this thing is really fun to drive, and it looks really good. You know, can't go wrong with a Golf GTI. Next car I got is another Golf, but I mean another Volkswagen. I got the Volkswagen Atlas. This thing is super fun. It got a tow hitch, the V6. This one has the roof bars and everything, and it got like the upgraded lights. I always had this thing. I bought it since like day one came in the game, and I never sold it. I've always liked this thing. Quebec plate again. Got the roof box. This thing is actually super cool. I love Atlases in real life, so I'm really happy with this thing, and I always use it in RP servers, and any chance I could use it, I use it. This thing's like a good all-rounder daily and everything. So yeah, that's his All-Track. Next car I got, again, Volkswagen. I got a Mark 6 bar. This doesn't have the stock rims, just put some aftermarket rims on it. I got an Ontario plate, slow Mark 6. I swear I always have this license plate frame. I always have it. But this thing got an Ontario plate. Honestly, I really like this thing. No one really drives a Mark 6. It's out of gas. I just forgot, but it's out of gas. This thing's pretty cool. I don't use it that often, but I really like the white rims and paint. And these taillights, and got the dual exhaust in the center. This thing's super cool. More people should use the Mark 6, but most people use the Mark 7. Anyway, my next car is a Cayenne Turbo. Got the Cayenne Turbo. You can't go wrong with this thing. Yeah, I just really like the Cayenne Turbo. Next car I got is a base Cayenne, but I really wanted this thing because I really like the 6-speed manual Cayennes in real life, because they actually made a Cayenne 6-speed, really rare manual Cayenne, only with the V6. So this thing's a V6, but I just put 6-speed, just meaning for like V6, you know, Cayenne, or 6-speed manual. I really like this thing. It's kind of really slow because I got the V6, but I also got the turbo if I want to like speed, you know, so I got two of them. Next car I got is a 328i beater. I never use this thing. I should actually use it more, but a pretty fun car. A lot of people have this thing, and I wish I actually had the regular coupe, but beater will do. Honestly, pretty unique car. A lot of people have it. No one really uses it anymore, but pretty cool car, honestly. Next car, no one has this thing. It's a Saturn View Redline. I don't know why I bought this thing. This thing's off sale. Can't even buy it. I wish I had that first gen View, but I got the second gen. I bought it as a joke, and I just never sold it. And then GM got removed, and I don't even know why I have it. Never used it. But I got a V6, Honda V6, so pretty reliable. Next car I got is, I've had this thing forever. I've had this thing since it was like the old model, even before that. So this is a Mark 5 Jetta version. This thing's loud. It has a 5-cylinder. It's like the Blue Zilla version, because I think he actually has one in real life, and this thing is actually super loud. I really like using it because it just, you know, it's loud. I like the 5-cylinder. I like VWs. This engine is a really good engine, and it's kind of tuned. Like, it got Euro taillights on it on the rear. This thing got an Ontario plate, but yeah, that's his Mark 5 Jetta. Next car I got is just a beater. What's it called? Infinity. Don't really use it. It's pretty low. That's why I use it sometimes, but it's a pretty cool car. Next car I got 5 Series beater. Everyone has these cars, but 5 Series beater, I never use this thing. I don't know why. It's just kind of ugly, you know. Got the the rear taillights, the tinted. They do not look good in this game, and it's just all beat up and stuff. And I don't use it. But the next car I actually use, the off sale. This thing, I use this thing all the time. 5 Series wagon. Got the crossbars on it. This thing is super cool. I love this thing. I got the crossbars on it. I have what V10 because I didn't get the V10, you know, like the M5 V10. This thing's pretty cool. I did lower it before, but then I just put it back to stock. This thing's just a clean stock car. Be happy with it. Next car I got is a Subaru. No one really uses this thing. It's just a limited car on Christmas. I got the second egg hunt car, a Beetle. Again, no one uses that. I don't use it. This thing, I totally forgot I had this thing. The Ford Escape. It got an old Ontario plate on it. This thing's pretty cool. I really like it. It's just kind of a joke car, but like it's good NPC. Really. Got a V6 in it. It's a pretty fun car, honestly. Next car I got is this thing's off sale. The only Chevy I have. Beater. What is this thing? A GMC like Yukon or whatever. But the only thing I got, pretty beat up, but this thing's pretty funny. And I actually really like it. Next car I got is a V70R Volvo. I love Volvos. This thing's like really a brick. I put like V70. I say V70. It's an 850R rims on it. Lowered a bit. This thing's pretty cool. I just bought it because this is the T5 trim, so it has like the crossbars on it, and I just really like this thing. Really good model. Really fun to drive too. The last car I use, I've never used this car once. It's a Ghostbuster car. Never used it once. Don't even know why I have it. Is it out of gas? But this thing, never use it. But I've never used it once, but I don't even know. Nothing really to say about this thing. But yeah, that's my last car. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's my car collection that I have in Greenville. You know, some limited, some just random cars. I don't have any Saabs. Kind of pissed off about that. Yeah, that's my car collection. Comment down below your favorite car, and yeah, peace out.